Okay. Alright, let's get started. Welcome to today's flight, and after doing a few cargo missions in the past few days, I thought I would change it up today and do it's annoying when this does that. A search and rescue mission. Come on, let me remove this choke. This chalk. Come on, let me. There it is. So yes, I don't want that one. I want that one. There it is. Finally. Okay, I removed the pitot tube cover, the wheel chocks, and I'm ready to get into the plane. Here's my search and rescue crew. Let's get into the plane if I can. There we go. There it is. Okay. And where is my kneeboard? Open kneeboard is not liking this. Okay, I need to restart open kneeboard. There it is. Okay. Wonderful. Alright, so I want to check my checklist for the Norden, because I haven't flown that airplane in quite some time, so I need a little reminder. Here it is. Okay, so, and let's get the mission steps showing. There we go. I do love this aircraft. It's quite nice. So parking brake set, yes. Circuit breaker all pushed in, yes. Battery switch on. Alright. Okay. Master on. Cockpit light as required. Switch lights brightness as required. Avionics master switch on. Let's see if that works. Sometimes. Okay. Where is my avion? I guess that's the avionics main. Huh? Avionics master on. Okay. Fuel quantity checked. We need to wait that it turns on. Continue. So fuel quantity. Where are you? We got the fuel PSI here. Oil. It's not. I think it might be one of those where it's on the side. I'm not sure. I'm gonna skip that for now. Altimeter. Set the barometer. To get the barometer, we need to get the. Yeah, as I suspected, the EFB is not visible in VR. It's still a Microsoft Flight Simulator bug with VR. Even though they said it was fixed, it's not fixed. Okay, avionics set and checked. Yeah, navigation light. Let's put strobe on. And navigation lights. Okay, tail backup light on. Not seeing that. Strobe nav. Okay, emergency oxygen system on. Don't know where that is. Okay, to check the... this is the Norden, right? This is the Norden. Okay. That makes more sense. That was the other one was the Draco. Okay, that's why I was not seeing a bunch of things here. That makes more sense. So backup battery. So master, okay. Switch on, backup battery is required. Yeah, just turn it on. Panel lights as required. Avionics master switch on. Navigation lights on. Okay. Nav lights on. Fuel quantity, fuel shut-off valve open. That's an important one. Is that the fuel shut-off? No, that's the parking brake. Where's the fuel shut-off? Here it is. There it is. Main fuel pump. That's the one. Engine controls unit both on, so there it is. Throttle open 1/4 inch. There it is. Strobe is on, yes it is. And clear prop. And let's go.
Good to see you, team. We've got a missing woman here. Name's Amy.
Okay.
Went exploring near the Grouse Creek Barren Lands earlier today with a car. Conditions are pretty challenging out there. Take off immediately and fly over the area and scan for any signs. Do a quick sortie and see if you can spot anything that might help. We'll stay on the radio just in case.
Okay. Let's announce our taxi. Do we have our transponder set? Yeah, it looks like it's on. Let's put it on out. Enter. Okay. And if we had our EFB, we could check the ATIS, but I mean the METAR, but we don't. So we'll just leave it at that for now. And let's announce taxi.
02 Uniform Tango Traffic. Zlin Aviation X-Ray Alpha Delta Zulu Alpha is taxiing to runway tree 0. 02 Uniform Tango Traffic.
Right, parking brake. And let's go. So when taxiing in a tail dragger, it's usually good practice to pull the joystick aft. Landing lights on. There it is. Oh, brake test. Yep, brakes not working. Okay, and then tail dragger, it's always difficult to see ahead of you when you're taxiing, so doing some S-turns here to kind of see what's ahead, just in case. And of course, in the carrier mode, there's not going to be much obstacles, but good to build the habit of doing that in case I ever fly a tail dragger in real life. And to keep things realistic and interesting. Runway is not too far. I'm actually not sure where it is. I don't see it. And runway short. Taxi to start of runway 30. Aircraft entered runway without anything. Yeah. It's always fun with career mode. There's always these bugs for no reason. Aircraft entered runway without an announcement. There was no option to make an announcement, but okay.
Zero 2 Uniform Tango Traffic. Zlin Aviation X-Ray Alpha Delta Zulu Alpha. Taking off runway tree 0. Straight out departure. 02 Uniform Tango Traffic.
I think this is the runway where I'm at right now. Alright, before takeoff, let's check our checklist here. Radio configured, yes. They are. Transponder, heading indicator. Let's make sure that our heading indicator is matching our compass. Actually, I don't see that we have a compass in this airplane, so we're gonna have to trust that it is. Altimeter settings calibrated, everything correct. Flaps checks. Okay, so flaps is fully up, yeah. Elevator trim neutral, throttle will be at 4150. We take off, and okay. The backup fuel pump. Flaps 20 degree, okay. And leading edge snap should be extended. So let's see. Extending the leading edge flaps, there it is, fully extended. I'm going to put that with flaps at 20 degrees. And here we go. Let's make a U-turn here. Actually, that's 20 degrees, yeah. Alright, we are ready for takeoff. Okay. Let's see the status of our, yep, okay. So, go for 54, yeah, not too many, and there we go, we're already up in the air. And we're already high enough that I'm going to take off the flaps and the leading edge slat. Retracting that. There we go. Wonderful. So we have to make a U-turn. Parking brake.
Aero Finder Scout 1-4. Time is critical. Start the search as soon as you get on site. In this desert without enough water, people can easily get dehydrated.
Okay. So we're gonna climb to 5900 and remove the gates. There we go.
Search area should be displayed on your map if needed. Still no update. Hope you'll bring her home quickly. Let's keep pushing. People are counting on us today.
All right. We are. Well, let's keep 6,000. I went a little too high here, and we are in the yellow airspeed. Which is okay because there's no turbulences at all, but still better to stay in the green. Alright, so enjoying the beautiful scenery here. Very remote here, very deserted. There's one road that goes straight for miles and miles. Few hills and mountains here. but mostly flat deserts. An interesting area. I haven't flown in. The thing with the career mode in Microsoft Flight Simulator is that all their search and rescue seem to be in these kind of desert areas, so it gets repetitive after a while. But I took a break from doing search and rescue missions for a while, so it's good to, to take a break, and when you get back to it, you can enjoy it again. Okay, let's
Sim rate 2.
Speed up things a little
Sim
bit.
rate 4.
Aero Finders Scout 1-4. How is it going up there? You're approaching the search area. Please hurry. People are worried, and it wouldn't be good if someone decided to go there by themselves and try to help.
I totally forgot to put my backup pump. Oops. Let's use a little bit of trim here. There it is. And so once we get in the search area, I'm basically going to have to circle around to see if I find the missing vehicle. And in this kind of terrain, it's usually
Amy
not
isn't a
too
regular
hard.
in the area apparently, but she knows to stay put and wait for rescue to come if there's any problem.
Those career mode AI generated dialogues are a little corny at times, but they do add a little bit of immersion, I suppose. I hope they upgrade that at some point to make it more
You've reached the search
dynamic.
area.
All right.
Eyes wide.
Sim rate 2. Sim rate 1.
Okay, so
We lost the track near your current position. Her vehicle is orange. If you spot that, maybe you'll be onto something.
so that's where it's really annoying not to have the EFB, because I don't know how big the switch area is. And the only workaround that I've found so far is to basically get out of VR mode and turn on the EFB just to see.
We're currently flying near Lucin Airport, which has a quirky bit of aviation history. Lucan was originally established as a water stop for steam locomotives in the late 1800s, but the airstrip itself is a favorite among backcountry pilots today. It's a remote, gravel airstrip. No fancy terminals or bustling crowds, just wide open desert and big skies. Pilots love it for its solitude and the chance to practice their short field landings. If you ever wanted to feel like a pioneer, landing here is about as close as you can get without growing a handlebar mustache and panning for gold.
That the EFB is nope, not seeing an EFB. So I'm guessing it's somewhere in these mountains here. Let's get the map showing. We get an idea of. Yeah, it's usually a circle.
Sim rate 2.
1-4, Aero Finders.
Sim rate 1.
No need to search that
Alright,
far.
so I guess we
The
reached
guys
the
from
end
Grouse
of
Creek are already patrolling there.
We went too far, so let's turn around. Fly over this this mountain ridge here. Performance have been great in VR. ever since they implemented dynamic foveated rendering. Really enjoying the smoothness and the quality of the visuals. I hope that after the next sim updates they focus a bit more on the career mode, fixing it, because I do love the career mode. I find it really fun. I think I found, yep, that's it, I found our guy. Here it is. So let's announce it.
Found her. She reached a safe spot. Coordinates
slow down as much as we could.
113 west.
Well done. Now, do a low pass to confirm everything is okay.
Alright.
That was a close one. Glad you finally found her. Try to land nearby and see if you can lend a hand. But don't do anything
Alright,
crazy.
so we will
I don't want to have to
land
rescue you too.
uphill. So I'm gonna gather some distance here, make a right 360, right 180, sorry, and land uphill. Looks like there's quite a bit of rocks on the floor, so hopefully we won't be running into one of those. We're already pretty slow, so no need to slow down much more. Okay, where is our guy? Oh, I lost him. What in the world? I was here. Oh, that's embarrassing. I lost my guy. Oh, here it is. Oh boy. Okay, well, might as well do another. There is another reconnaissance here. Let's see. There's not too much rocks actually. It should be okay. There is this little path here. Okay, so I'm gonna follow that path so that I don't get lost again. I don't lose it again. Yeah, that little trail here is gonna be my my visual. Yep. Okay. And turning again. So I'm gonna, as soon as I'm in the white arc, I'm gonna pull my flaps. And here we go. And extend the slats. Okay. So.
Since we're in a pretty remote patch of Nevada right now, the closest spot of interest is Pilot Creek Ranches Airport, also known as NV-67. This little airstrip is a favorite among bush pilots and backcountry aviation enthusiasts.
Plenty of
It
flaps.
sits out in the wilds near the Utah border and is often used as a jumping-off point for exploring the pilot range. The area around NV-67 is known for its rugged beauty and wide-open spaces. Perfect for anyone who loves the thrill of landing on a remote strip with nothing but sagebrush and mountains for company. It's the kind of place where you half expect to see a cowboy riding a horse alongside your plane
my speed a little
as you
too
come in
much.
for a landing.
That's unfortunate. I guess I'm out of practice with those search and rescue landing. But could have been worse, so let's set the parking brake. Pick up our friend.
So great to hear you. Everyone was so worried. We're calling the medic team now to check you're okay. Shouldn't take long. And then we'll let you get back to your loved ones.
Alright. Okay. In the plane, so we'll just turn around. Because we're uphill, we need to put quite a bit of rudder. Oh, is my tire completely broken? Is that why you can't turn left? Ah, yeah, looks like one of my tires is not wanting to cooperate. Oh boy, what's going on here? it is. Okay, so only 20 degrees of flaps. And what's going on with this tires here? Navigating. Oh boy, the plane is doing nonsense here. It's absolutely not cooperating. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to take off with this. That is not working. Let's try to use the two brakes as much as I can because the okay, there we go, and I guess we'll take off like that. What's going on? Oh boy, that was crazy, but I made it. Don't know what the plane was doing here, like a complete, almost like a almost semi-4 crash here. I recovered. I think the fact that I damaged my landing gear on landing made the takeoff very strange. Hopefully when I land on the runway it's not going to be a problem.
Hey Amy, we've just got off the phone with someone of your family. Everyone is so relieved. They've
there's
asked
a little
us
house
to let
here.
you know they're counting the minutes until they see you.
Must be a little hut.
Got it.
Okay. A few clouds. Okay, well, altitude 52, yeah, that's pretty good. We're gonna stay like that, and
Sim rate
let's
2.
speed it
Sim
up
rate 4.
so that we can get home in time for dinner.
I will call the mechanic team tomorrow to handle the car. I shouldn't be so nervous. This car needs everything, so leaving it out there and leaving no one really helps. It's all right for now. I know nothing will happen until tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming to get me. I was just getting ready to spend the night on your car.
Sim rate 8. Sim rate 4.
Alright, let's keep it at sim rate 4.
Everything went crazy. I was totally lost. Didn't expect things to go south so damn fast.
Is that a little settlement down here? Yeah, looks like little houses. Okay, we're almost there. It's a very short mission. Very nice. Pays well and it's short. Nothing to complain about that.
Sim rate 2.
So let's see. Where is my runway?
Zero 02 uniform Tango traffic. Zlin Aviation
I think I
X-ray
see it
Alpha
ahead.
Delta Zulu Alpha. 6 miles south, 5,600, inbound to land. Runway tree 0, 02 uniform Tango traffic.
Runway 30, so I'm gonna go straight in actually. Convenient. 30 is slightly to the left, but I thought I saw that. Where is that airport? I thought I heard something. Okay, never mind. Okay, so this is the airport right here. Where is runway 30? Let's see.
Sorry, I know it's a bit much, but I'm absolutely
This is the runway
I
right
took
here.
a snack from your onboard provision. Tastes like sawdust, but delicious.
Okay, so let's set up for landing. Yeah, I see it. Okay. And we are gonna extend the slats, put 20 degrees of flaps, and announce final. So let's try not to do the same
02
mistake this
Uniform
time.
Tango traffic. Zlin Aviation X-Ray Alpha Delta Zulu Alpha is on final. Runway tree 0 to land. 02 Uniform Tango
The problem
traffic.
was I didn't have enough speed when I wanted to flare and landed quite roughly.
Since we're flying over a pretty remote patch of Utah, the closest spot of note is the ghost town of Lucin. Lucin was originally established in the late 1800s as a water stop
Simrate
for
1.
steam locomotives
I was
crossing
in
the Great
Simrate
Salt
2.
Lake. It was abandoned in the 1930s, but you can still spot remnants of old railroad
Oh, boy.
infrastructure from the air.
What
The
is
area is a favorite among railroad buffs and history lovers who enjoy imagining the days when steam engines ruled the West. If you squint,
gonna be able
you
to
might
go
even
straight
picture a
with
train
this?
chugging through the sagebrush, with only jackrabbits and tumbleweeds for company.
Okay. Wow, that was a pretty bad landing again. Forgot to keep the joystick fully aft in tail dragger. That's pretty essential when you do a 3-point landing. And that sent me for a tail, what's it called? A tail loop, I think. Tail spin. Something like that, where the flight makes the plane makes basically 180. The problem was that I was in Simrate 2 when I did my landing, so I bound like totally forgot to go back to Simrate 1. Now, if I didn't have a broken landing gear, I might be tempted to do another landing, basically go around. I mean, I guess I could do that. Let's see, what do I have? I just put 20 degrees of flaps. Let's try another to see if I can do a better job this time. Taxi speeding, that's costing me that. I wonder if I land on this runway, will it complain? Probably. Okay. So this time we are making
Simrate 2. Simrate 1.
Simrate 1, okay. And we are going to try to make a better landing than what we just did. So let's see if we can do that. Entering left base, runway 30. And okay, I'm really high, so I'm gonna slow down and pull as much flap as I can. Maybe I'll actually do a little bit of a slip until I reach this point right here. There we go. And now I can flare gently and gently try to touch down with 3-point landing. Here we go. Much better. Now that was a decent landing. Okay. Feel better. Not sure what was the feet per minute on that landing, but I'm guessing probably around 100. I'll be able to check after my flight in LRM. That's the software I'm using to measure. Now, one thing I wish is that career mode was, measuring all these indicators like landing weight and taking that into account for the scoring, and then giving more details in the scoring, because as it is now, the only scoring indication you get are very general. You don't really get a good sense of what it is that they are measuring. Sometimes they actually flat out don't work. So I would really love to geek out on the performance of the flight and know exactly how I did on my landing, how I did on both landings, actually, the landings in when doing the rescue and the landing on the runway. And then even for all these, the things that they measure seem pretty interesting, but they don't give you any details about what it is that they're measuring. Like we'll see when we get to the mission complete page. That's one of the many things they can improve about career mode. Alright, almost there. Try not to chop off the head of our little
Great job
helper
out there.
here.
We didn't even have time to worry. Welcome back.
Thank you. And let's turn off this engine. I think just there you go. Turn off all the switches. Mission success. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm guessing not an A, maybe a B. Okay. Actually, I'm probably gonna get an A. Nice. Yes, very nice. So target localization time. Yeah, instead of giving me 100%, which is nice, but I'd like to know what time exactly were you expecting, and how much time did that take? Simple thing to show. Target retrieval time, same thing. I have no idea what this is about. Like, what time were you expecting? And I think it's because I kind of made a circling around to make sure I was landing in the proper spots. And so yeah, see how I could have improved that. But it'd be good to know what time exactly I took and what time I was expecting. And then those, of course, like the two of them were like bugs. And then the taxi speeding was because I wanted to do my landing again. But overall, I'm happy I got an A. And how much money did I get? $325. Okay, pretty good. So I find that besides the cargo medium, the search and rescue airplane missions are the highest paying ones from what I've unlocked so far. And okay, but my airplane is damaged, as I can see here, so let's go ahead and Aerofinder, let's go ahead and fix our airplane. Let's see how much that's gonna cost, because my first landing was rough, grounded. So let's do a checkup. Yeah, landing gear out of order, 79 to fix it. That's okay. Okay, and that brings me at 3.2 million. I'm still some ways out to be able to fly my own aircraft. Oh, I do have a helicopter. I forgot I bought a helicopter here. I rarely fly it. I should do that next. Do a rescue mission in a helicopter. It's always fun. And so yeah, here's my company. Aerofinders is the search and rescue. Aeroship is for shipping, of course. I have a 172 and a Cessna Grand Caravan. A firefighter, I have the air tractor. I did do a agricultural company, but I sold the airplane because the mission were too frustrating. It was taking way too long to dust the field. And then Aero Ads, I used to enjoy those missions, but again, there was a bug in Microsoft Flight Simulator where I couldn't pick up the banner no matter how many times I tried and how close I got. Like, it just didn't work, and I saw that there was a known issue, so I just sold the airplane until they fix it. And then Aeroscapes is my passenger VIP company. I have I believe I have a Vision Jet and a Skyhawk. I haven't flown that one in quite some time. I think I might do that, but they don't pay as much as the cargo medium, so it's another thing with. I guess it's hard to get around that with a career mode, but I'd like more incentive to fly in all the planes I have, even if I don't make as much money. But the way it's designed, it kind of makes you fly the planes that make the most money, and this is not necessarily the plane that I'd want to fly all the time. So anyways, that was today's mission. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. I am gonna say good night for now, and I'll see you next time. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow again around 10 p.m. Pacific time. Make sure to follow if you wanna watch me stream next time, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you. Bye bye.